Voting is underway for the third phase of West Bengal Assembly elections. Polling is taking place in 62 seats, including capital Kolkata and adjoining 4 districts. In all, 418 candidates, including 70 independents and 34 women, are in the fray in the phase. Centres going all out to help drought-affected states. 2 consecutive years of deficit rainfall has led to drought in nearly a dozen states in the country. Union Water Resource Minister Uma Bharti says focus is on long-term measures for water management and conservation. A 50-wagon water train carrying 25-litre water has reached Pasht Latur. 10th Civil Services Day being observed today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will confer awards to outstanding civil servants for excellence in implementing government's key projects in New Delhi. It includes Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Swachh Bharat Mission, Swachh Vidyalaya and Soil Health Card Scheme. A total of 10 districts will be awarded this year under the 4 priority programs. India and China have agreed to adhere to peaceful negotiations to settle the border issue to reach a mutually acceptable solution. NSA Ajit Doval holds 19th round of boundary talks with Chinese representative in Beijing. Both the leaders had an extensive, deep and candid discussion on the 3,488-kilometer long line of actual control. Uttarakhand High Court says President's rule to suspend State Assembly is open for judicial review. The High Court's comments come in the wake of hearing of petition of dismissed CM Harish Rawat challenging the decision. In Jammu and Kashmir, 1 terrorist is reportedly killed in an encounter between security forces and terrorists in Lolab area of Kupwara district. A group of terrorists believed to be hiding in the Lolab area. Encounter is underway and Putshahi area has been cordoned off. News further tightens against absconding liquor baron Vijay Mallya, wanted in several cases of fraud and money laundering. Hyderabad court convicts him in the cheque bouncing case on petition of construction company GMR. Court has issued a non-bailable warrant against him. Power and Coal Minister Piyush Goyal, who's on a 2-day visit to UK, visited the London Stock Exchange yesterday. On the first day of his visit, Piyush Goyal met officials from NatGrid and UK Power Network and explained about his plans and vision to increase the power generation in India. Union Minister and animal rights activist Maneka Gandhi yesterday sought the arrest of person responsible for the death of police horse Shaktiman and demanded the animal should no more be the part of police forces. 13-year-old Shaktiman died yesterday after battling infection and other complications for over a month. The horse, which had lost its leg during clashes on 14th March, was given a prosthetic leg and confined to the police lines. Breaking gender barrier, 7 women officers of Short Service Commission batch of 2008-9 have been granted permanent commission by Indian Navy. Navy is the last of the 3 wings of the armed forces in the country to allow permanent commission for women. In Pakistan, at least 7 policemen were shot dead by motorcycle-borne unidentified gunmen in 2 brazen attacks during an anti-polio campaign, forcing the suspension of vaccination drive. Heavy contingents of law enforcement agencies, including paramilitary rangers, cordoned off the area. At least 8 people have died and some 1,150 homes have been damaged in flooding triggered by torrential downpours in the Houston area this week. More rain fell in the region on Wednesday, added to vast pools of standing water. The Weather Service issued a flood watch from central Texas through Houston and into large parts of Louisiana. The UN began evacuating 500 people, including the sick, wounded and their family members, from 4 besieged Syrian towns in a rare sign of humanitarian progress amid faltered peace talks and a fraying ceasefire. In Geneva, the Syrian government said it was pushing on with indirect negotiations, calling the opposition's freeze on its participation absurd theatre. BCCI on Wednesday appointed Rahul Johri as its first CEO. Rahul Johri was last serving at Discovery Networks. Commenting on the appointment, BCCI President Shashank Manohar said, Johri's vision, guidance and support will contribute towards the successful working of the BCCI. In IPL on Wednesday, Mumbai Indians defeated Royal Challengers Bangalore by 6 wickets at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. Earlier, RCB playing first set a target of 170 for the loss of 7 wickets. Skipper Rohit Sharma laid the foundation with a stylish half-century.